Hey there everybody, it's MNLPG17 or Marluigi Play Game 17 here, and today I'll be ranking every single FNaF character in the franchise, well, besides the FNaF World characters. Before we get started, this is all in my opinion with all these characters and stuff like that. And here, with this tier list, I'm going to be ranking all of them by this tier list. We got S, A, B, C, D, F minus, because I don't think it's worth an F. It's an F minus, and no opinions on them if I have no opinions on them. So I guess we can get started with this. And I will try to upload this on GameJolt too. I'll try to upload this on YouTube and GameJolt, but I gotta go really quick for GameJolt because GameJolt can only support 30-minute stuff. So yeah. All right. First, we'll start with the main man, Freddy Fazbear. I'm using my phone for this, so this is gonna be a little jank, but yeah. My favorite character of all time right here, Freddy Fazbear. I love the man. I think he looks really cool, especially like in the VR game when you look up. Like, I never played it, but I've seen videos, and this man's huge, and he looks so realistic with Scott's renders, bro. Like, I really like the look of him. He looks like an actual animatronic. All the originals really do, which makes me say these are my favorite group of animatronics in the entire franchise, because I love how realistic they look to like actual pizza places like Chuck E. Cheese or Showbiz. By the way, next up is Bonnie. Bonnie is an A tier. I don't like Bonnie as much as Freddy, but Bonnie's still a good and cool character, like a good and cool looking character, and pay respects for him for having probably the first character you counter and get jump scared by. Also, Freddy has his jump scare as two jump scares. One, when he sneaks into your office to your right, which is really cool, such a cool mechanic, and two, with the power out one, which is also really cool. So, Chica, S tier. I think Chica is the most underrated FNaF character, or at least one of the most underrated ones. Chica doesn't get a lot of love in the series, which sucks in my opinion. I always really liked Chica in the series. Not my favorite, but she is like my second favorite in the original game, behind Freddy, and she always has been one of my favorites through the series, and I don't think she gets enough credit for stuff. Foxy, he would be B tier. He's my least favorite character in the series, but that's not saying much. I still really like Foxy. Like, all of the originals don't deserve anything lower than the B, in my opinion. Foxy is my least favorite, but that doesn't mean he's a bad character. But I do think he is overrated a little bit. Sorry for everyone who says he's not. Everybody can have their own different ways of thinking with how a character should be rated. Like, some people might say there's no such thing as an under or overrated thing, which, if you want to think that, that's completely fine. Completely fine. But yeah, Foxy's not a bad character. But he does have the worst jump scare in the not the series, but in the game for sure, the first game. And sure, it was cool when he ran down the hallway for the first time, but after that you get way less scared of him, and he's pretty predictable, and his scare factor gets hit the most out of all the characters in my opinion. And also, people think, oh, Foxy's cool because he's fast. Well, I kind of disagree, because the rest of the characters can kind of like teleport around. Like, look at Bonnie. Like, when he appears at your door after he leaves, he immediately goes to the dining hall. He travels a farther distance than Foxy has to. Like, he travels a further distance, I think, at like in the middle of a second. So every character minus Foxy is traveling at like the speed of sound or like the speed of light. Well, Foxy is only calculated to run like 27 miles per hour, which is estimated around like the fastest run on Earth, which by itself it's cool, but not as cool as everyone else. Everybody else can run at like the speed of sound or light by how fast he moves during the cameras, while Foxy is not that fast in comparison. I feel like a lot of people does not see that. I don't know. It could just be me. But anyways, enough with the Foxy talk. I still like him as character. At the end of the day, I really like Foxy still. Alright, next up is Golden Freddy. I play him S tier. He's a cool character. I really like the design of him. A bit of his backstory. and stuff like that, you know. He's a cool killer. Alright. The endoskeleton, I don't know how I feel about him. I'm gonna put him in no opinions on him or her or whatever, I don't know. They on them, yeah, it's right. Phone guy, absolute legend person. Absolutely deserves his S tier. I'm ranking a person on the phone S tier. I mean, he helps to give you the tips through the night, so you gotta give him respect for that, man. All right, next up is Toy Fairy. Also, I might rank the endoskeleton later on. They're fine, but nothing special. All right, well, I guess they're kind of cool, but. Besides the looking Easter egg, they don't really do much. So, Toy Freddy, he's a C tier. I never really been a big fan of the toy animatronics. I'm not the biggest fan of their designs and stuff like that. Toy Freddy probably be my favorite out of the toys, besides Mangle. But yeah, Toy Bonnie, he's a D tier. Never really liked Toy Bonnie as well. And plus his role in FNaF 2 is really annoying. Everyone likes to call him the RNG check, which is true. He is the RNG check killer. Your RNG has to be relied on this man right here, because his mechanic is the most different out of every killer besides the puppet and Foxy. So yeah. Toy Chica, F tier killer. Everybody likes to put Toy Chica in S tier, A tier, bro. And I know why. And those exact reasons why is the reason I think she's F tier. I do not like her design at all. I think she has one of the worst designs in the entire series, for one. And the beak removing thing does not save this one bit for me, in my opinion. And her voice does not help. Like, she started having voice, I think, from FNaF World, but going to Ultimate Custom Night, her voice sounds so like, I don't want to say this for YouTube, but you guys probably know what I mean. I hate her design, and I don't like her voice either. It's so annoying. God. Alright, Mangle. Mangle is a A-tier killer. Is he or she above Bonnie? I don't know. But they're a cool killer. They're like taken apart by children and put together into a weird gross mess, and I just really like their design a lot. Yeah. Also, their gender is yes, confirmed by Scott, especially from the recent Freddy in Space 3 that recently came out. That Mangle is yes. Balloon Boy, never liked Balloon Boy. I'm one of those Balloon Boy haters. Yes, I hate Balloon Boy. I don't like Balloon Boy. He's annoying, but whatever. The puppet's fine. The puppet's nothing special in my opinion. I know the puppet is a fan favorite character, but I never really grew to really like the puppet all that much. But that's just me, of course. Whether Freddy, cool, he's a cool man. I really like him. Probably right there. I'll probably put the man right there. Whether Bonnie, he's an S tier character. I really like Whether Bonnie's design. He has one of the best designs in the series, in my opinion. Like his face, his face like torn off and stuff like that. Such a cool concept, and his arm ripped off as well. Like so cool. I really like his design. Whether Chica, A tier character. I don't think she's as good as Wither Bonnie, but she's still a really cool looking character, easily. Wither Foxy, kind of have the same opinions on him, sort of like regular Foxy. I like regular Foxy more, so he will be below regular Foxy. But he's not a bad character though. He's still fine. Nothing incredible. I don't know how I feel about you. Shadow Bonnie is kind of like the more well-known liked character compared to the two Shadow animatronics. And I guess Phantom Freddy doesn't get enough love. Also, I'm putting him B tier personally. Oh, excuse me. In my opinion, I put him B tier. And Toy Bonnie. Shadow Bonnie. Shadow Bonnie is Toy Bonnie, but just the shadow for JJ. F tier. What do you think? William, oh my god, I don't know how I feel about William, dude. He's kind of a cool villain, but he's also kind of disturbing to do. I don't know how I feel about him. Alright, he does horrible things against children and stuff like that, which is awful. I don't like that. But I don't know how I feel about him. It doesn't make him a bad villain, though. He is a villain, and as a villain, I guess he does a really good job at being a villain. So, he's such a despicable person. And I don't think he's misunderstood in any way with his own children dying. His own children dying was because it was his fault that his own kids died through the way. So, yeah, this man should not be defended in any way, in my opinion. He is a disgrace to humanity. Springtrap is a cool guy. Like, he's a cool guy. Is he? I can't respect the OGs. You have to respect the OGs of these right here, man. You got to. Actually, Springtrap. I think Springtrap might actually be up here. I kind of like Springtrap more than these characters, but Phone Guy is still an absolute legend, though. Springtrap, such a cool design. Basically kind of possessed by William Afton. Well, I wouldn't really say possessed, but he's not a bad killer, though. He's not bad. Well, he's sort of like taken over by William Afton. All the Phantoms are going C tier. None of them are particularly special or really play any special role or anything. Really put Phantom Fozzy's a cooler, one of the more cooler Phantoms. Phantom Freddy is my favorite. Phantom BB is my least favorite, I guess. But Phantom BB, he doesn't annoy me nearly as much as regular BB, so he's a B right there. Man, I'm really spending a lot of time on this stuff, man. I really gotta hurry up with this. Phantom Mingle right here, I guess. Phantom Puppet. Not right there. Right there. Okay, yeah. That'll work. Okay. Phone Guy. This one, he's not as special. He's kind of with the rest. But I do like his surfer boy accent, though. But he can't top the original, though. No way. Alright, all the Nightmare animatronics. Alright, like getting through the nightmares. All the nightmares, to my mind, it's at least an A tier for all the nightmare characters. In my opinion. At least an A tier. For all of them. Now, which order? I don't know. I don't really have anything super special to say about these guys, in my opinion, but they're still really cool designs. Actually, I'm not the biggest fan of Nightmare. It's probably worse than the Fozzies for sure. Nightmare Chica has 3 rows of teeth. That's a pretty cool design choice. Do I like her more than Nightmare Freddy? I don't think so. Nightmare Fozzie, I think he's probably one of the lesser good Fozzies. Just still probably be there, I guess. I don't know. I keep accidentally grabbing some characters, man. Nightmare's a cool character. He is a cool character, and we have to put him up higher and stuff like that. Like, we got to, man. We gotta pay respects to Nightmare. Nightmare Fredbear is not as cool as Nightmare, but he's still not bad. Nightmare Balloon Boy, annoying, but I guess I'll put him C tier. It's still kind of annoying character, but I guess you could do worse. Oh yeah, we forgot about Plush Trap. Kind of same case. Who did I dislike more? I'll probably dislike Balloon Boy out was the Crying Child. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about the Crying Child actually. I feel bad for the Crying Child. All right, the Crying Child didn't deserve what he got from his brother. Like, his brother was absolutely not cool with him, man. So you have no reason but to feel really bad for him. We'll put this man on A tier. Actually, we'll put William Afton right here, man. I kind of like him as a villain, but as a person, he's horrible. Absolutely horrible. We'll put the Crying Child next to his plushy Fredbear. The plush Fredbear can still help him out. Ooh, Nightmarion. Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't think it's good as some of these other characters, but he's definitely an A tier character. Nightmare Mangle is kind of weird design. Kind of. Is Nightmare Mangle below these? Put Nightmare Mangle there, I guess. Nothing special about Nightmare Mangle. Same thing goes for the pumpkin characters as well. I might have to end up speeding this video up or something. If I don't go fast enough. Alright, handy unit. Let's go. You know this man's a legend, bro. Handy is he? He's just about as much as a legend as Phone Guy, man. I find him personally. I find him funny. I personally find him funny. Not everyone is gonna find him funny, and that's understandable. But personally, I find him pretty funny. No, Baby. Baby's alright. She's an alright villain of the series. Below the puppet, I guess. Funtime Freddy, one of my favorite characters of all time. Some people can disagree, that's fine, but this man, to my knowledge, is right here. I love Funtime Freddy, man. Funtime Freddy is a cool guy. Funtime Foxy, I don't know how I feel about them. They're okay, I guess. B, I guess. Yeah, I'll say B. I don't know how I feel about them. Ballora, I like Ballora. I like her. I don't know. I would consider her a. Oh yeah, that's another grab. My bad. I don't know if I would consider her a tier character though. Definitely up here somewhere. Personally, though. Wait, where did I forgot where I put Phantom Free. I think I put Phantom Free here. My bad. For the Baby Babs, annoying. I don't like them like at all. But I guess they're better than Balloon Boy and JJ. The mini arenas D tier, not much better. Bonbon, that's weird that they Bonbon cool, I guess. Less cool than Fun and Freddy though. Like, how did Wither Gold Freddy end up down here? That's kind of odd. How do I feel about Wither Gold Freddy? How do I feel about this man? Probably right there, I guess. Ennard, he's an S tier character, easily in my opinion. I can't imagine him anywhere else but S tier. Like, Ennard is a cool character. Like, he's a super cool character. His concept is really cool. I have no opinions on that character. Bonnet, more annoying than Bonbon, but more interesting than the Phantoms, I guess. C tier, a little bit. Lol. I don't have. I'm not really big on a little bit. Personally, C tier character. Scrap Baby. Man, I really gotta move. I really have to move. Sorry for speeding up through a lot of those guys, but I really gotta get a move on with this though. Scrap Baby is a cool character. I like Scrap Baby. Probably more than regular baby, actually. Mo and Freddy. How do I feel about Mo and Freddy? I don't know how I feel about him. It's kind of, sort of in the level of Scrap Baby, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him. His design's cool. He has a cool design, like no doubt about it. Below the Foxies, but he'll go there. He'll go right there. Scrap Trap, terrible design, like horrible design. I put him like right here next to Afton. Lefty's a cool character. You can't deny that Lefty. He is pretty cool overall. Like a super cool character. Where'd Lefty go though? Lefty is a cool character. I'll put him at the bottom at A. Helpy's also cool. I don't think he's an S tier character by any means, but he's overall still a really cool guy. I'll put Helpy there. He's pretty cool. Old Man Consequences, don't got nothing on him. I don't know enough with him. Trash in the Gang. Certified A tier characters. I don't think they're S tier, but they're definitely A tier for sure. How high would they be in A tier? I'm not sure actually. Probably at bottom, but they're still cool characters. First up is Happy Frog. Actually, I'm probably one of the few people that actually likes Happy Frog. Like, not like to a extreme amount, but Happy Frog's not a bad character though, by any mean. Should probably be at the bottom B, but I like her more than a lot of other people do. She's probably my third favorite behind one, Mr. Hippo. Mr. Hippo, bro, this man's a legend, bro. I feel like a lot of people don't get it, man. Mr. Hippo is like certified legend character. He deserves to be this high on the list, man. Easily deserves to be this high. And on the topic of that, let's put the other S tier character here, and Ned Bear. He'll be right behind Mr. Hippo, but not by much though. Actually, should I put the homie on here? I feel like I should put the homie in S tier. I feel like I should put Bonnie there. I think it'll actually do him some justice. Pig Patch. Low opinions on this man. I don't know how I feel about Pig Patch. Never been a Pig Patch fan, like ever. I think C tier is fine for him. Same thing for Orville. Not a big Orville person, personally. Rockstar Freddy. Nothing particularly special about him, in my opinion. He's okay, but definitely not that cool. I'm sorry, man. I keep accidentally grabbing things incorrectly. My bad on that, everyone. I put Rockstar Bonnie under Rockstar Freddy. I find him less interesting, personally, because at least Rockstar Freddy at least has the please deposit 5 coins thing, which Rockstar Chica, she has her maracas. It's kind of cool. Not that cool though, but she's kind of cool. Rockstar, yeah, I'm put all the Rockstars together, just make it more simple for me to remember them. Alright, Music Man. I got Music Man on. Music Man, I'm not the biggest Music Man guy. I don't think, probably higher than these fellows, but no higher than that, personally. El Chip, this man's a homie. Like, we can't argue with El Chip, man. He's super cool. Where would he? Yep. I say you'd be about right there, you know. Yeah. El Chip's cool. What can I say? He's El Chip. Like, you can't argue with El Chip, man. You really cannot argue with this man. Funtime Chica. Don't like her. I don't like Funtime Chica that much. Alright? I don't like her. She's not a particularly interesting character. She has the same flaws as regular Toy Chica does. I guess her 2D artwork in Ultimate Custom Night. Oh my god, no thank you, please. God, I cringed so hard when I was like, ugh, like, ouch. I don't like it. I feel like this video would be too long. Maybe for Game Jolt, maybe I can put a link to the video to YouTube. Yeah, I think that would be good. So actually, I will have more time to explain some things upcoming. Yeah, not a big Funtime Chica fan. I put it right there under Balloon Boy and JJ. She has the same flaws. I guess the only positive, I guess she has a high top on compared to Chica's she's only wearing a bib. I guess that gives her a little more likeness in my opinion, but not much though. She still is, wow, she's a character for sure. Dee Dee, annoying, like super annoying. Probably at maybe around that top of F tier, but still super annoying killer. Fredbear, regular Fredbear, the man that chomped on the crying child's frontal lobe, to say the least. I don't know. I guess he's kind of cool, but we don't really see much of him, honestly. In my opinion, we don't see enough of his appearances for me to place him higher than this. But I guess he's still kind of a cool character, though. Tape, don't have opinions on him. Glitch Trap, he has a kind of a cool design, and his role in VR is pretty cool as well. We put him an okay amount of okay amount on the level of in the B tier. Where in the B tier, I'm not sure. Where should he go? Right there. Yeah, I think that'll work. Dreadbear, cool design. Besides that, don't really have much to say about him. It's a solid B tier character. I'll say right behind Nightmare Fossey. Yeah, I think that's good. Plush Baby, annoying. I don't like Plush Baby at all. Put it right here, super annoying. I like how almost the little, like the short characters gets placed right here in the F tier. Oh my god. Okay, we'll start with Vanessa now. She's a D tier character. I never liked Vanessa personally. Not really an interesting character. I find her more annoying than anything. Same thing for Fanny. She deserves to be here. Very incredibly wasted potential as a FNaF Security Breach character. Like, I like Security Breach. I know that the game has lots of faults, and I understand it. But personally, when I first saw SB, I always really liked the game. Even when like looking at it, I always liked Security Breach. So, just drinking some juice right now. Yeah, I always like SB, but I do acknowledge that the game has lots of flaws, but those flaws doesn't really drive me away from the game in any way. But they kind of make me play a lot more. I don't know how much hours I got in Security Breach, but I'm gonna tell you, I have probably maybe close to 100 hours. If not, possibly could even be 100 hours. I played so much SB. It's, in my opinion, the most fun. It's the most fun FNaF game to play, in my opinion. All right, Gregory. Oh boy, I'm gonna get some controversy with this one probably. I don't like Gregory. I don't like him. F tier character, and I'll explain why I don't like him. Personally, I've never really been a bigger fan. I've never been a big fan of Gregory, but as time went on, I disliked him more and more as I studied SB more and judging Gregory's character. I'm pretty sure the devs didn't want him to be this type of character, but there's no doubt that SB was rushed. So because of that, we couldn't have more story developed with Gregory. But still, even with that, I mean, hey, the way the game came out, Gregory to me is a very unlikable character. He's kind of annoying. I mean, I know he's just a kid, but I kind of find him really annoying, kind of a little ungrateful a little bit. I mean, this man turned down the Mr. Hippo fridge magnet, man. How do you turn down a fridge magnet of Mr. Hippo? You can't do that. You must respect the Mr. Hippo. You have to respect the man. You can't. And Gregory disrespect this man. All right, and that already made me not like him that much. All right, I know I'm not like praising Mr. Hippo. Like, I'm not trying to make him like he's a god. He's a god. Oh my god, yo, oh my god, that was too funny. I'm not praising Mr. Hippo like he's a god, but I still really like Mr. Hippo. All right, he's still a legend. All right, he's a legend character. And Gregory turned him down. Okay, but being serious though, the big thing I don't like about Gregory is him shattering the animatronics. Like, I think that's something that y'all have to acknowledge, that Gregory did shatter the animatronics. And some people say, well, he's doing it for self-defense or trying to defend himself because he was in quote unquote in danger and like quote unquote trapped, which is not true. First of all, when people say he didn't know what he was doing besides Chica, that's not true. I say it's not true because you can find plenty of duffel bags around the pizzeria that tells you hints about the animatronics and how to deal with them in a way. Like, there's duffel bags around the place. Gregory reads them. He gets clues on what he does, and he plans out traps. He intentionally destroyed all the animatronics, besides maybe Monty. Him grabbing the ball pit might have been unintentional and like with the floor breaking, but Gregory absolutely had the full intentions of decommissioning Monty by dropping the ball pit on him. Maybe not him falling from a really tall height, but he absolutely intentionally tried to take down Monty. All right, he intentionally tried to do it. And with Rotzi, he knew that that she was competitive and stuff like that, so he used her glitch trapped fire's ego. I say glitch trapped fires because I personally like the theory of the animatronics behavior, like negative behaviors amplifying, like they're more good behavior stuff. Strongens. Okay, that's not a word. It amplifies. I like that theory personally with the characters, and I think it actually makes sense for Rotzi and Monty. Monty being just like super aggressive and stuff like that sometimes, and Rotzi being egotistical, but also has really deep insecurity flaws, or huge insecurities about her character, which was kind of explored in Ruin, where it actually shows that she is a nice character, but to some extent probably still has insecurities deep inside, but she is a good character overall. But anyways, yeah, Gregory shattered them intentionally. In my opinion, I think he shattered them intentionally just because of the duffel bags you can find, giving hints and clues about the characters. And he lies to his best friend, Freddy, basically. He lies to his man. After shattering him and giving the repairs to Freddy, he tells him half the truth. He tells him half the truth that that the characters got destroyed, but he doesn't include himself into the picture, which is kind of backstabbing towards Freddy. I feel like he does that so he can try to escape the pizza plates. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back in a moment. Sorry about that, guys. I had to answer the door. It was my cousins of the but yeah. Sorry about that, guys. But anyways, yeah, with Gregory, I don't like him just because basically he just shatters all the animatrons and he backstabs Freddy, basically. At least that's how the game shows how Gregory is, making him a very unlikable character in my opinion. So yeah, backstabs Freddy. I feel like he did that so he could try to escape the Pizzaplex. So I mean, I guess there is the thing where he tries to find the missing children or something, or help out with that in some way at the end of the game. But still, this man, the animatronics were sentient in a way, alright? You can't deny that they weren't sentient. They definitely were. They had emotions and stuff like that. And you can't deny that. And basically, with that in knowledge, he tried to let's just say put 3 of the killers to sleep, which is pretty messed up. Even Freddy tells him that there's something wrong with his friends. Instead of Gregory trying to figure out what's happening to them, he's like, nope, screw it, I'm just gonna destroy them all. And I was like, dang, like that's so cold-blooded in my opinion. Like, oh, okay, enough Gregory rambling. Sorry about that. And to anyone who likes Gregory, I'm not trying to discourage you from liking Gregory. You're feel free to like him. I don't care. I just have my own opinion on him and why I do not like him at all as a character. All right, Glamrock Freddy. You know he's awesome. Like we gotta give this man deserves credit, man. Like going for he's I mean not going. Well, yeah. I'm actually not the biggest fan of Going Freddy. It's kind of like right here more, but Going Freddy is still a good character though. Ooh, where do I put? Should I put him right there? What happens if I put him between them? Yeah, that's funny. Let's do that. Glamrock Freddy, probably the most likable character in the game because he helps out the quote unquote hero. It's not really a hero, I'm sorry. But yeah, Glamrock Freddy, he's a super nice character because he was switched to a safe mode basically. I think it disconnects him from like the main power of the game, like the main source from the game, which in theory says that it disconnects him from the glitch trap virus, which makes him free from the virus, showing Freddy's basically his big true side. And he's like a lovable father figure, bro. Like, how can you not love this man? He's such a good and lovable Freddy character, man. Like, I really like Glamrock Freddy. He's such a cool character. He's just such a likable character. Like, you can't help but just really like him. Ruined Freddy, or more so Ruined Glamrock. I don't know how I feel about him. He's definitely not an S tier character in my opinion. He's definitely very low. I think I don't have high opinions on him. I don't think he's actually A tier character. Excuse me. I guess B, just because he has the Glamrock Freddy, because he's associated with Glamrock Freddy, and Glamrock Freddy is nice, and his role of being like evil Glamrock Freddy is cool, but he just doesn't do much in the game to let me really like him all that much. The mouth stomach thing is really cool, but I don't think it's enough still, in my opinion. I just realized that the Shatter animatronics are here. Dang, that kind of sucks. The Shatter animatronics are cool. The Shatters don't get enough credit in my opinion. Glamrock Chica, in my FNaF Security Breach tier list, I put her in A tier. But personally, I think she's actually an S tier character. A low S tier, but an S tier nonetheless. People doesn't give Chica enough love, alright? I really like Glamrock Chica a lot. I really like her. I know a lot of people complain that she doesn't have a lot of character in the game, which is fair enough. But it's not like she doesn't have personality. Like, at the beginning of the cutscene, she checks up on Freddy when he falls down, which is showing that she's really kind to her friends, stuff like that. And it showed that in her green room that she's really passionate about her guitar. But the thing is, okay, what the unused Foul Girl voice, I know that technically would have given her more of a personality, but I'm just gonna tell you, if she had that voice, I probably wouldn't care that much if she got dumped into the garbage smasher. Personally, I wouldn't really care all that much, alright, if she had a voice like that. Because that type of stereotypical Foul Girl voice is super annoying. Like, I know it's like it's a big stereotype and stuff that with that type of stuff, but still, I still think it's kind of annoying. Still, it's a very. I know it's intentionally supposed to annoy you, but it's annoying and does not make me like her that much, honestly. So yeah, but yeah, she still has secret personalities here and there, and she's definitely supposed to be a reference to FNaF 1 Chica, which I really like, especially with her jump scares. Glamrock Chica, I think she has one of the better jump scares in Security Breach. Not the best jump scare. Actually, I think her Shattered jump scare is probably the best jump scare in the game, right next to Shattered Monty. Yeah, I just like Glamrock Chica, right? And also, like I said with the personality thing, I understand people want more Kelder from her, and that's understandable, especially from Ruin. And I do agree. I do think Chica was, personality-wise, was not used enough, and she was more like a mindless zombie. So, but in the terms of like regular SB, I think her descent into like acting like an actual like a robot, like a mindless robot, just hunting people down. I thought that was cool, and it showed that she went through this transition of the glitch trap virus the most out of all the characters. Like, all she said was robot things, like robot, like cautionary things, you know. And I thought that was a cool thing of her character, and I feel like a lot of people don't see that. I mean, maybe a lot of people see that, but they just don't like it, and that's fine. I'm not saying that you don't have to like it. Like, I'm not saying that you have to like it, sorry. I'm not saying that you have to, but personally, I like it. I really like what they did with Glamrock Chica with her descent into the glitch trap virus. Like, her descent even further than the rest of the characters. I do really like that. Ruin Chica, she's probably my least favorite Glamrock Chica design. But she's not bad. She's fine. She's up here in A, in my opinion. Behind El Chip, but she's not a bad character still. Montgomery Gator. Welcome to Montgomery Gator Golf, home of the Hurricane Hole in One. Yes, that's me. I'm actually doing that voice. But it does a number on your throat button. I've never really been a big Monty fan, personally. He's not a bad character. Not at all. I don't think he's a bad character. But him destroying Bonnie, like, that does credit him down more. At least in theory. Like, it's not fully confirmed, but the game heavily implies that he destroyed Bonnie. And Bonnie's a homie, so that's not cool. But he's not a bad character. I'm kind of like in the middle with him. I don't know if he destroyed Bonnie or not, but if he did, I mean, it kind of makes him kind of like a cool villain and sort of like maybe the only killer that intentionally killed someone without being controlled, but who knows? Maybe he was controlled, maybe he did do it, but in Ruin, it showed that Ruin Monty might have actually been killed by, probably been killed off by a Glamrock bonding light. And I don't know if that isn't some sort of tell of like some karma or anything like that, then I don't know what is. Yeah, but I don't hate Monty though. I think he's kind of sort of like the most middle character. Kind of same thing. The barking chihuahua. Him just like being a dog. It's really funny. Actually, I find it super funny. Oh god. Oh yo. Okay. Ratson Wolf. She's an S tier character in my opinion. Right here, she's like 4th place for me, like overall like favorite FNaF characters in the series. What I really like about Rotzi is her personality. Like, she has the most interesting personality in the game besides, well, actually no, I think she does have the most interesting personality out of all the characters. With her egotistical side, but kind of uses that as a leverage to hide her really huge, really giant insecurities. I'm trying to think. My brain's not working right now. I just really like Rotzi overall in general. I like her the way her personality went through. Like, she was like being heavily self-centered, but then showed that she has major insecurities about herself. Probably about her looks and feeling like she's not good enough to either like do her job to find Gregory, or feel like she's not good enough for almost anything, I guess, you know, which really sad and kind of can make you relate to her in a way. Like, I kind of relate to her a little, not by much. Like, I did feel like I had a bit insecurities, especially back then. Not nearly as much anymore. I don't really feel that way that much anymore. But back then, I actually did feel insecure about like being really short and stuff. That I kind of feel like that too, but not as much. But back then, I felt really insecure about my height. At least I was like 5. I was like 4'8" at the age of like 12 or 13. I was super short. I was so short. But recently, then suddenly I just got a huge growth spurt, and now I'm 5'5", which still isn't tall, but hey, better than being like 4'8". So I actually relate to her a little bit too, and her reveal in Ruin. Some people say she stole the spotlight when it comes to redemption or showing Kelder's more personality stuff, which I understand people saying that. Like, I completely understand. I see why people would like to see more Monty and Chica, and I personally love to see more of them as well, Kelder wise. But what they did with Rotzi, I know it was kind of fan servicey because she's like the fan favorite in SB alongside with the Glamrock Freddy. But still, I think what they did, I still really liked her, like, overall in Ruin, and I think her character improved, showing that she was not evil in any way, and the way she was treating Cassidy is the way how she's averagely supposed to do to every guest. It's just that the Glitch Trap Riders just took control of her with her egotistical side. At least amplified that to like an 11, and her cockiness side and her competitive side up to like 11. To make her the way that she was in SB, and Ruin shows that she wasn't how she truly was in that game. How like she truly was before she was controlled by the virus, which I thought that was really cool and really sweet and super sad, especially when we played as Cassidy, knowing that Cassidy was her favorite character, and it makes you really sad with Cassidy as well. No, is it Cassidy? Sorry, I think it's Cassie. My bad, guys. My bad, guys. I think I've been saying that incorrectly the entire time. My bad. It's Cassie. My bad. I'm really sorry, but I've been saying Cassidy. My bad. Cassidy's the little blonde-haired girl that got scooped up by Baby. Forgot about that. Sorry about that, everyone. But yeah, I kind of relate to Rotzi a little bit, especially back then. Like, she wasn't killed back then, obviously. When I was like 12 or 13, like, she wasn't killed back then. Because SB released in 2021. So, yeah. But still, maybe I relate to her killer a little bit. Not nearly as much, but to some degree, it actually did, for like a very different reason. And the character development that she definitely got her big redemption in Ruin. And yeah, I know people disagree with me from me saying all this, and that's completely fine. If you, even with this side, if you don't like her, completely fine. Feel free not to like her. That's up to you. Yeah, everybody has different opinions for things, and I respect your opinions. But anyway, let's move on. I talked way too much about Rotzi. Way too much. And no, before anyone says, I'm not a simp. Alright? Liking a character that looks beautiful does not equal making you a simp. I feel like people's mindsets think that now. Like, oh, you like a pretty, like a beautiful looking character, that means you have to be a simp, right? Like, I hate that so much. I hate that mindset with people thinking that you like someone who is pretty, it makes you a simp. Like, that's so annoying. Does that annoy anyone else, or is that just me? Personally, that really annoys me so much. With anyone saying that, like, oh my god, just let me like the character already for their personality. Like, Jesus Christ. Ruin Rotzi, I think she'll be on the top of 8. I don't know if she's an S tier Kelder though. I don't know. This is really tricky. Like, I liked her Kelder in Ruin, but I have no idea. I guess she'll be in S tier, just barely in S tier though. That was kind of a tricky placement for me. I didn't know if she should have been there or not, but I guess I'll put her there to pay some respects to Ruin Rotzi. But like I said, the Shattered animatronics don't get enough credit, in my opinion. Like, the Shattereds get dumped on way too much. Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon are cool characters. I like the Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon, probably behind El Chip, but above Ruin Chica. But yeah, I hate that mindset of people put on. For me, I really like Roxy because I kind of relate to her in a way differently, but I kind of relate to her in a way. I really like the personality thing that she did and that they did for SB base game and then in Ruin, like showing her true side in Ruin. Probably still having those same insecurities, but not nearly as much. You know. Okay, we put Sun and Moon next to each other in A tier right there. They're a cool character. I really like the Sun and Moon. They're pretty unique characters and pretty cool as well. Eclipse. I don't know if I like Eclipse more than them. I'll put him in the center of these two right here. Yeah, I'll do that. I kind of like how Sun's kind of like that nice but very anxious person, while Moon is just the aggressive Kelder that wants to put you to sleep in a different way. I really need to do so. I'm talking so much, my throat is getting dry. Yeah, this video is way longer than I thought it would be. Burnt Trap, not an interesting Kelder. Kind of a bad Kelder. A D tier Kelder. Regular staff bot. If this is counting for every staff bot in the game, he'll be like in C tier. All right. Because I hate the security bots. All right, I hate them so much. They're annoying. And the map bots are also kind of annoying as well, but not nearly to the extent. The security bots drag the overall bot down by a lot. Yeah, overall it drags them down so much, in my opinion. So yeah. But I know everyone's favorite is Mapbot. I understand that. I think he's overrated, personally. I'm not the biggest fan of Mapbot. I guess he's kind of cool, but I don't think he's that cool. Bro, Comedy and Magician Bot are the true homies, bro. Absolute true homies. If they were on this list, bro, Comedy and Magician Bot are going A tier, bro. Maybe even S tier, bro. Like they're legendary Kelders, man. They're absolute homies. And I feel like people don't give those bots enough credit and just focuses on Mapbot for thinking like they're the only Kelder that scare you. Which I guess for most people they are the only Kelders that can scare you, I guess. So credit where credit is due, but still, I think he's overrated, and I think Mapbot overall is probably like a C tier Kelder. DJ Music Man, behind Monty, but he's still kind of a cool Kelder. Like he's like a spider animatronic. It's kind of cool. You go to the top right here. Actually, you could be above, a little under DD. You're an annoying little thing. I hate you so much. I don't have opinions on them. They're just endoskeletons, so I don't really have opinion on them. I guess they are responsible for like one of the few scary parts of the game. Bonnie, like Glamour Bonnie. I mean, he's kind of cool, but we don't know enough about him to know what he truly was. So we don't know if he was the evil one between Monty and Bonnie and end up dying in different ways. So I'm putting him at the bottom of B tier. Alright, Cleaning Bot, bro. Cleaning Bot is cool. He's a cool guy. We just put him right here next to trash in the game, man. The legend Kelder. Well, I wouldn't say he's a legend, not nearly as legend as like every other Kelder here, but legend enough for sure. For sure enough. Okay. The Blob. Right here, I guess. I don't find him that interesting in my opinion. The Mimic, kind of same boat, but I guess I like him more than Burnt Trap and any of these Kelders below. So, where will I put the Mimic at, actually? I don't know. I guess I'm putting it at the top of C tier. I don't really have big feelings or opinions on him, but I guess he's overall cool. Helpy, the thing that quote unquote helps you, but overall I think he's kind of cool though. With being kind of sentient, I think when he gets yellow eyes, I think that's when the Mimic controls the Helpy program. But when his eyes are blue, that's when the normal program is into play. So, yeah. Wait, what is that? I don't know who that is. Is that, was that Vanessa doing the recording and stuff? I don't know. I don't know the lore enough to know that. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, Cassie. A much better killer than Gregory. I'll tell you that much. She is much more likable than Gregory ever was. She definitely... I really like Cassie a lot. Like, she actually feels sympathy for the Kelders, bro. And that makes me really like her like a lot more as a Kelder. I know most people, I don't think most people put her at A. Personally, I think she's a good Kelder. Like a really good Kelder. Maybe behind Ruin Chica, but she's still a very, very good Kelder overall in the series. Like, a Kelder that you can actually tolerate. Like a human Kelder that you can tolerate. So, yeah. Alright, last person. The man himself, the legend, Scott Cawthon. We're gonna put Scott in S. Like, the top of S tier. He absolutely deserves it, man. For everything he's done in the series and stuff of that, I really, you have to give the man props and stuff of that. He's so generous. Like, as a person, he's super generous of that. I know there was the whole donation thing that was going on around that time with the politics of that. I know people hate talking about that and stuff of that. Personally, I know people are not gonna like my opinion for this, but he has the right to vote. As an American citizen, he has the right to vote for whatever he wants, and what he wanted was like more power in the government, which you gotta respect his donations of that. You know, I know he probably wasn't thinking 100% clearly with the donations, with the politics of that, with the LGBTQ community and stuff like that. But he's still done a lot of good. Besides that, I still think he's such a good person, like, in person. And like, I still get kind of frustrated with that too, because like, everyone just judges Kelder before the true Kelder could actually be revealed. Like, people just jump to conclusion that Scott is just a bad person because of that, which I heavily disagree with, especially with some of his earlier donations. Some people say those don't count because he still donated to all those other people, and so I was like, really, 10,000 compared to 100,000 for charities of that? Like, really? Like, even if he votes for the party that's kind of anti-LGBTQ like community, I'm sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly. I don't fully 100% know the name. I'm really sorry, everybody who's part of that community, but you don't have to agree with his donations. That's fine. Everyone has their own opinion, but at least respectfully disagree. I mean, I think most people respectfully don't agree with him voting for Republicans and Democrats or that. Personally, I think Republicans and Democrats are equally, could just be have their own positives and negatives with things. They're like kind of equal with both and stuff of that. I'm in the middle for it if we're talking about stuff like that. And I hate talking about stuff like that, so I really don't want to talk about that type of topic. Yeah. But I feel like even though he donated to this party, I don't think he dislikes them. like you said, he just wanted more power in the army, from what I've heard at least, which is respectful. I respect the opinions of that. Like, you can disagree with him with his donation, but at least respectfully disagree, all right, and not cancel him over Twitter or X. Thank you, Elon Musk, for the name change. And this is why I never use Twitter, all right? This is why I never have a Twitter account. Twitter is just absolute cancer. It's horrible. I hate Twitter. Twitter is awful. I'm just gonna call it Twitter because I don't care what its actual name is. It's garbage. I hate Twitter. Twitter is the bane of the most deepest of undergrounds ever. Like, if you want to have a really bad time with people, have a Twitter account and say something on Twitter. Like, have an opinion on Twitter, and people will have outrage on you. It happens all the time on Twitter, and it's really toxic. And I really hate Twitter, and it's the main reason why I refuse to ever get a Twitter account in my life. So yeah, I feel like I personally say Scott is not a bad person. Personally, you can disagree with me, and that's fine, but at least respectfully disagree, for one. And number two, acknowledge all the good things that Scott has done, like with his really generous donations, especially the one where he donated $100,000 to a charity once in a DACA live stream, which is incredibly generous of him. So generous, and I feel like a lot of people don't give Scott enough credit for that. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. I'm probably gonna get bombed with a lot of people hating on me for that, but I don't care. I'm just expressing my opinion on that situation. I don't think he's a bad guy at all. That's why I say. And even though I don't fully agree with his donations, with supporting those parties over that, I will respectfully disagree. But I respect his decision doing it. And even though he donated to his parties, that doesn't mean he hate those parties, alright? Alright. And that's all I have to say about that. Sorry about that long talk, but that was something I wanted to get out of my chest for a long time. And I finally did. So, Scott is the true homie. He started the series, the FNaF series. I know a lot of people doesn't like the story now, and it's kind of a mess. Like, it's true, it's definitely a bit of a mess, but I still have fun with the games, and I'm more a person who cares about gameplay more than story. I'm more, like, why do you think I like Super Mario a lot? I don't really care for the story that much for Mario games. I care about the gameplay. I want to have fun with games. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a story. I mean, obviously having a story is important for a game still, but proper gameplay is like main priority for me. Like, if I'm not having fun with the game, like, even if the story's good, if I'm not having fun playing a game, then what's the point of me playing the game? And that's why I like Secure Beach a lot, because I actually have tons of fun playing Secure Beach, intentionally and unintentionally, both at the same time. So yes. But anyways, I say thank you, Scott, for all the tons of years for FNaF, especially I've been part of. I don't disagree being part of the FNaF community, even though the FNaF community can be pretty toxic at times. I don't regret joining the community, because there's plenty of good people in it as well, making awesome stuff in the community, and we have Scott to thank for making this community a thing, for all the good it has. It has a lot of bad, but it also has a lot of good as well, and you cannot ignore all the good things that's in the community. So I say thank you, Scott, for me, the 7 years of me being in the community. I've been part of this community since FNaF since 2016 of August of 2016. So I'm not like a FNaF veteran, but I did follow the series when the original series was still going on. So yeah. Let's look over the list real quick. See if I could change anything. You know what? For the memes, let's do this for the memes. I kind of like the I'm starting to like the endoskeleton more and more as time went on. I'll put this man in S tier. Why not? Oh my god. What am I doing, man? What am I doing? But yeah, okay. That's my list. Yeah. Let's look over my list real quick. Let's see. Oh, sorry. I bumped the mic from my headphones. My bad. I'm still kind of iffy about. I'm still pretty iffy with. I kind of have no opinions on him. Well, I have opinions, but they kind of balance out, which I don't know how I feel about them. Personally, I don't know how I really feel about Purple Guy. Like, he's massively evil, but I guess that makes him a good villain after all, because he's pretty much unredeemable in every single word of every single term of the word. Absolutely unredeemable monster. So I don't know how I feel about William Afton overall. I kind of have no opinions on them. I kind of have no opinions on him overall. I don't know how I feel about William overall. Yeah, looking at my list. Let's see. Man, my A tier is really big, but I guess the B tier is bigger though. So actually, A tier is actually one of the more lower ones. Why did I think A tier was big? I mean, it has a lot of killers, but not as much as C or B. So it's fair. It's fair game overall. Actually, I think I like Cassidy that much as a Kelder, honestly. Probably that high, actually. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know why, but I kind of like them more than Lefty. Oh, God. Look at the rest of the list. Yeah. I think I like my list, actually. I think I like it. Yeah. I think I enjoy it. Yeah. I think it's good. I think I really like the list. So yeah, Toichiga being the absolute worst, and Scott being the absolute best legend person ever. So, yeah, all right. I think agree with the list. Yeah, I think my list looks really good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like the list. It's good. Well, in my opinion, I like my own list. So I mean, what do you expect? Of course, you're gonna like your own list for the most part when you first do it. So, so yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my list right here of me ranking almost every single Kelder in the series besides the FNaF World Kelders. If we include FNaF World, this will be way too long, and also, it's kind of overall difficult to rank FNaF World Kelders in my opinion. So we're not ever gonna do that ever. That would just be way too long, and yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my video, my incredibly long video of ranking every character in the series. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video on this. And well, yeah. Well, until next time, guys. I'll see you guys next time. So, bye-bye, everybody. Or what Markiplier will be like. Bye-bye.
Hello, everybody. I'm Markiplier, and today we'll be playing Five Nights at Freddy's.
Alright. But yeah. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. So, bye, everybody.